here for our aha moment live. So once you come on, please say hi. Let me see if you're here. I got that technical difficulty fixed. I am now vertical, I hope, and not sideways. And I am here today. Oh, thank you. Hey, Kim. Thank you so much. Hey, Jana. Nice to see you guys. Oh, thanks, Manal. Let's see, who else is coming on? Katie. Hi. Oh, my husband says that I squeak. Do I squeal like a pig? He says I squeal like a pig when I'm really excited. Hey, Tracy. Oh, my gosh. Petra. Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited, you guys. I miss you all so much. And thanks so much for coming on. Hi, Grana. Hi, Jana. Gail. Hey, Gail. Trying to lower my voice so I don't sound like a squeaky pig. Hey, Jeannie from Richmond, you're so close. Let's see. Thanks, Mana. I appreciate that. Hi, Joya. Oh, well, everyone is jumping on. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear, did you implement the last one that we talked about, which is determining your why? Hey, Melinda. Which is determining your why you do anything, why you buy a house, why you want to lose weight, why you want to do a different job. A little squeak is okay. Thank you, Petra. Hey, Elaine. Sita, you made it. Hey. Oh, hi, Janine. Thanks so much for joining. So has anybody actually utilized and implemented the why? Like asking why we eat the things we do, why we love the way we do, why we buy the things we buy, why we do anything. Hey, Naomi, thanks for joining. Oh my, this has been my question all weekend. Through my detox, so many emotions. I hear you. I so hear you. I am actually, for those of you, hi, Dawn and Eva. I am actually on day 3 of a detox, of a 3-day detox. So I am at the end, which is nice, and I'm really feeling much better now that I'm towards the end. Hey, Vicky and Margie. Hi. So I'm waiting for some people to jump on, but let me know if you have implemented that why and how you've implemented it. Hi, Gail. Oh, thank you. Oh, and thanks for the hearts, everybody. I'm just so glad you're all here. Hey, Monique. Hey. Day 3 for you too, Jana. We're almost there. We're on the downhill slide. And I just wanted to tell you, hey, Amy, started day 1 detox today. Good luck, Margie. You've got this. You know, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Hey, Sherry. I just wanted to let you know that there is, for those of you who don't know, there is a YouTube channel. Now, it's not as interactive as this group. Hey, Barb. But if you know of people that like watching YouTube videos, I am posting there weekly as well. I'm going to post the same ones here that I post there. And so if you know of somebody that wants to go to YouTube for some reason, they can go there and catch me there. Or you can invite them to this page because it is a public group and we're accepting people. So if you know somebody that would benefit from the aha moments, by all means, invite them. The bigger the better, the more the merrier. Eva, I had guests today, so I will do it next weekend. I know, it's hard to do when you have guests. I totally get that. And I have a funny story to tell you. So we finished the launch party last weekend, and I started going through all my notes of things that I haven't talked about, and this one I was like, you know, it's okay, but it's not really resonating with me. And then I listened to a Wayne Dyer video when I was walking Duncan, and I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to talk about that. And I had all these notes about this Albert Einstein quote that just really intrigued me and made me really think. And so I was upstairs in the shower not too long ago, and I'm getting ready, and I'm thinking about all the things I want to tell you guys about this Albert Einstein and how it was really a confirmation more than an aha moment, and some stories behind it. And I had all this thing that I wanted to make sure that I told you. And then as I'm blow drying my hair, I get this like loud scream in my head saying, you're not supposed to talk about that. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know if anybody else has experienced it when you get like these, you don't actually get like someone talking to you. So I don't want it to sound like that, but like a thought comes into your head and it's really, really strong and it resonates with you so much stronger than what you had planned, like what I had planned to do. Everything I planned to do kind of left like an emptiness in my stomach. Who else is? Mary Lee, hey! And Cheryl! Thanks so much, you guys. So I said, well, I don't really have anything really prepared for that one, but I guess that's the message that somebody needs to hear today. Let's hope. And if not, hopefully it'll be something that will just be a confirmation of what you may already know or hear. So, hey, Ruth. So here is the message that I feel that somebody needs to hear. It all centers around the word enough. Now, I had a really hard time with this word in all aspects. Not just am I skinny enough, or do I have enough money, or do I love enough? Do I give enough? And I always want to. It bothers me, that word enough, and we're taught over and over and over again. If you listen to anyone, if you listen to Danette May or you listen to Wayne Dyer, they all tell us we are enough, and yet we still want more. We want to be more. We want to do more. We want to have more. And at what point is it enough? That's my question. So I started to really think about it. And I went online because I wanted to find out what is the definition, the actual definition of the word enough. And the enough definition is as much as necessary in the amount or to the degree needed. I was like, well, that's really vague. That doesn't really help me. So, hey, Relinda, thanks for joining. And so I looked up the word. It says to the degree needed. So I said, okay, I guess I'm going to chase that rabbit down the path, and I'm going to look up the word needed. And I looked up need, and it says require something because it is essential or very important rather than just desired. Well, that made me think a little bit more. Hey, Claudia! I hope you got all that stuff done that you needed to do today. Hey, Carol! And so that was a little more specific, what we need. So enough is to the degree needed, and need is very important rather than desirable, something because it is essential. So, question, what do you think is enough? How much, weight do you have to lose for it to be enough? How many people do you have to brighten their day for it to be enough? How much money do you have to have for it to be enough? We can go down a lot. We can go down the path. There's the word enough is applicable to so many aspects of our lives. How far up the career ladder do you have to go before you feel like you've gone enough? Hey, Danielle. Oh, thanks, Claudia. It's actually a dress. And it is so comfortable. It's one of those stretchy ones. So it's really comfortable, and it's warm here. So it's shocker. It's like 50 55 degrees or something. It's really warm for January. So how much is enough? And this question comes up for me constantly. I go to meetups and I go to meet people and I think, am I giving them enough? Am I showing up enough? When my husband and I look at our retirement fund and I say, when is it enough? When my husband does things around the house, when is it enough? Oh, I guess it does kind of match my polish. Thank you, Vicki. I just saw that go up. When is it enough? And according to the dictionary, it's enough when we have the necessary amount that is needed. And a need is the essential amount, not what is wanted. So my question is, how do we set our bar so that we can measure? Is there any measurement for enough? Because I will tell you, I've lost weight and I get to that whatever. I get to that dress size, I get to that number on the scale, I get to that magic number on the tape measure, and I say, well, that's great, but I want to lose a little bit more. I want to be a little bit smaller. I want to be able to fit into that. I want to look good in that. Or I want to be toner. Or I want to, why do we keep moving that bar wherever it is, whatever your retirement amount is? We had a certain retirement amount. And then we did the math, and the math said that we needed more based on what his current income is and our current lifestyle. When he retires, that we're going to actually need more than that, which of course sent me, who has those financial scarcity challenges, thought challenges, kind of into a tizzy. And I was like, okay, well, we need to cut back and save more. And because my husband is about a little less than, what is he? A little over 10 years from retirement? 10 years from retirement, I guess. Something like that. So I was like, oh my gosh, we got to catch up. And so it causes a lot of stress. So I challenge you to really think about how much is enough. And how are we going to measure it? And when we get there, will we be satisfied? That's my big dilemma. Because I know that all of you on here, that you are enough. But that might not be how you feel. I know that you give enough, but that might not be how you feel. I know that you are pretty enough. I know that you are skinny enough. I know that you are kind enough. I know all these things. For those of you that I have personally met, I can say that wholeheartedly for each and every one of you. For those of you that I don't know personally, I hope one day I get to meet you. So that I can say that with confidence because I will have met you. But for the ones that I have met, I know that you are enough. But yet I question myself. I question that constantly. Whether I am enough. Have I given enough? Am I a good enough mom? Am I a good enough friend? Am I a good enough sister? Do I call enough? Do I call my mother enough? And so I am a work in progress. And this tiny little, like how many letter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letter word causes me a lot of stress. And so that is the word that I am going to work on. And hopefully get to a point where I can share with you what I have done to know that I am enough, that I have enough, that I do enough, that I am kind enough, that I give enough. And I hope that if you find something that works for you, that you'll share it here so that everyone can benefit for what works for you, because that's what this is all about, sharing what works. And that's it for today. I don't want to take up too much of your time. My aha moments are quick and to the point. And I am just so grateful for all of you supporting me and being here to hear this aha moment. And I hope that whoever needed to hear about the fact that they are enough and they do enough and they have enough and they're pretty enough and they're thin enough and they're kind enough, that you got to hear your message. Because I didn't talk about Albert Einstein. That'll have to be for another day. Anyway, until next month, mark your calendar. And if you love this video, please share it with others. Like it, tell me how it works for you, because I'm always interested in how these things are working for you and if they're being helpful in living your life with less stress. Because ultimately, it's always better to be less stressed out, right? All right. I'm not going to delay anymore. Let me just quickly see if there's any other comments. Yeah, Sita, it is very subjective. And the most irritating thing was when I looked it up in the dictionary, everything else was very subjective. There was no real measurement tool to measure it. And that's, I think, why that bar that we set keeps adjusting, because as we grow and as we know, we want more because we can have more because we know more. So that bar on what is enough keeps adjusting, and so that we strive for more. But I personally don't want the bar to keep rising so much that it's a stressful question, but more of a not what is needed, but what is wanted. Not what is required, but what is desired. That is the real key, I think, here. That enough is what is needed and not what is desired. And we have definitely all matched what is needed, but what we desire is more. So there you go. I just worked all the way through it. I hope that has helped you. That has been an aha moment for me right here live, that we have enough of what is needed. We give enough because we give what's needed. Even though we want to give more because we desire to give more, that means that we go above and beyond. But are we enough? Absolutely, because we always give what's needed. We always love what's, at the point of what's needed. We always have the financial abundance of what is needed. Because I know that none of the people on this site are homeless. So we actually have a roof over our heads, no matter how big or how small, whether we own it or we rent it or we borrowed it or we're whatever. We have a house, we have a roof over our heads. We have what is needed. We might not have what is wanted. So be happy and be satisfied and be grateful for having enough. There you go. I had an aha moment live with you guys. I'm going to be grateful for what I have, because what I have is truly enough. That doesn't mean that I can't strive to have more, but I need to be satisfied and grateful because we all have enough. And on that, I hope you guys have a stupendous, satisfying Sunday, and I will see you next month. Same place, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the first Sunday of February. So mark your calendars, and I will see you then. Have a great one, guys. Love you. Mwah!